IMF meeting is on. Let's look at the major qualitative development in the IMF. The discussions on IMF is on sustainable development and what impact COVID-19 in terms of global economy. What are the economic momentum we are seeing, and discussions on digital economy. If you look at 2021 World Bank Group International Monetary Fund annual meeting, it's already on. Tomorrow is the last day in Washington, but it's virtual. Reimagining the workplace for women, countdown for COP26, that's very vital. Climate change, making climate action count, turning ambitions into reality, inequality, climate change, financing the sustainable development goals. Climate change, inequality, financing the sustainable development goals, making climate count. If you look at COVID-19 at IMF, data visualization to end the pandemic, building a strong post-pandemic recovery, the role of capacity development, recovery and pandemic, ending the pandemic, the road to inclusive recovery. Data visualization to end the pandemic, building a strong post-pandemic recovery, the role of capacity development, recovery and pandemic, ending the pandemic, the road to an inclusive recovery. Data visualization to end pandemic, building a strong post-pandemic recovery, the role of capacity development, recovery and pandemic, ending the pandemic, the road to an inclusive recovery. Now, if you look at the momentum in terms of economic growth, the debate is already concluding on the global economy, financial stability, what is ahead of developing economies, and the macro challenges, how the unleashing the global trade to support economic momentum. Trade is very vital. The next one, very, very important, IMF has been discussing in the last 4 days now again, today and tomorrow, is the digital money revolution. On the government side, outlook discussions will happen on how will emerging trends in digital fintech charge future operations and policies. What risks, challenges and dilemmas will arise for governments. That's absolutely vital. How the emerging trends in digitization and fintech change the future operations and policies. How it will change the policies. Now we're talking about crypto. I wouldn't use the word currency, crypto tool for the settlement tool within a network. They're trying to camouflage, I use a strong word, as a currency. It's not a currency. Between the network, you have very many cryptocurrencies. The tools are very many. There are many products. That cannot be a currency. These are within the network, they can use it. The more they brand it and try to create a hype, they will get the worth. This is the tax this crypto is playing. Technically, it is worthless. It's nothing. For nothing, we are trying to create a hype. So it is a speculative tool, and central banks around the world should discourage this. This is a major threat to the global financial stability, I should say. The discussions will happen on how the emerging trends in digitization, how the central bank will focus on digital currency, what risks and challenges and dilemmas will arise for the government. All these things need to be discussed in tandem in the current context as far as IMF is concerned.